So Lev with a 27:41 and Sloth with a 27:40 on speedrun.com. I believe Sloth has a slightly better time that is not submitted, but I could be wrong. So in this first minute of the run, we're going to be selecting our files. Nothing really too special happening in this first minute of the run. But both of these runners with a very respectful time. 27 is very good. So we'll see what happens. Now we're about to get into the real run. We're going to be entering the dark world and be making our way through. Gonna be getting the wrist protector here so they could skip text using C, and that is basically an item only used by speedrunners because you won't get it unless you make it to this part in the run in 8 in-game minutes. I believe Lev got his PB in one of these tournament races against Ambient, in which that match was 2 frames apart, which is absolutely insane. And this is a loser's bracket match, so whoever loses this will sadly be eliminated from the tournament, but this should be a very, very good match. So Lev has a very small lead right now, nothing too big. So now these are overworld hazards, which is something new to Deltarune that wasn't in Undertale. They're going to be trying to avoid them because, as you can see on Sloth's side, if you get hit by one, you'll go back a little bit and lose a slight amount of time. Let's see. It's about a 5-second lead. Nothing huge at all. Especially for this game. Because if you're gonna lose time, you're gonna lose like a lot of time. Now these runners are meeting Rose and Lancer, and in a second they're about to be in a fight with Lancer because he's the bad guy of this game. And in this fight, they're gonna be trying to get a 3-turn, which is basically a perfect fight on him. You need 3 perfect hits in a row to get it. It's pretty difficult. Lev not gonna be able to get it. It saves about 7 seconds, but neither of the runners are gonna get it. Unfortunately, no time save from anyone here. Sloth is intentionally getting hit here with Susie because for a fight later on, he's gonna want Susan to go down. Now these runners are about to get to the real part of the run. Fields. One of the most important parts of the run. In fields, there are encounters that these runners are gonna have to skip. Unlike in Undertale, the encounters are not random, they're actually on screen that you can avoid. So it's gonna be interesting. But also, unlike in Undertale, you cannot run from these people. So if you do accidentally miss an encounter, you'll lose a lot of time, and your opponent could just take that lead from you easily. So makes Deltarune a very interesting speed game. See, Lev missing that skip, and Sloth might pull out ahead here. Yeah, Sloth pulling out ahead. Yeah, so that's losing a lot of time. That is very unfortunate. Missing these encounters are very unfortunate. They lose a lot of time. And Sloth getting intentionally hit there as well to skip a few text boxes of Lancer being like, how didn't you guys get hit? You guys are cheating. And then Rose is like, they're support enemies. So it saves like 3 seconds. So now Susie has joined the party for Sloth. And now Susie is walking at a distance, so no one could tell she is associated. So yeah, pretty nice. It's not that big of a lead, really. The tables could turn like at any encounter. They lose a lot of time if you miss. Yeah, Lev could definitely still catch up. Like I said, if you're gonna lose time in this run, then you're gonna lose a lot of time. Like, one tiny mistake could end the entire run. Especially if you have a fairly good time like both of these runners do. Missing an encounter skip is basically a reset. And Sloth did that little thing to keep his speed while being in the same place, so he could get that encounter skip. And now he's in checkerboard. He has a couple pawn men to skip. If he misses one of these, he'll lose a lot of time, and Lev could definitely take that lead from him. But Sloth getting the first one, which is definitely the more harder one out of the two. Lev getting it. You could only afford one bump there. And bumps basically lose all your speed. So you'll lose all your speed and go back to normal. You have to build up speed again. Loses a good amount of time if you encounter skip. This one looks a lot harder, but is way more forgiving. You can bump a lot. As you can see, Sloth bumped twice and still had a lot of extra space to work with. There you go. And now we're going into the K-round fight, where this is why they intentionally hit Susan, because here they're gonna hope to get good RNG to make Susie go down on the first 2 turns. And that'll skip a couple text boxes and animations. Sloth getting it on the first turn, that is the best you could get. Lev not getting it on the first turn, can still get it on the second turn. Won't save as much time, but would still save a bit. And is better than nothing. And not gonna be able to get it. That's unfortunate. That loses about 5 seconds, and there's really nothing you can do about it either. You just have to hope for the best. Sloth now done with checkerboard, sub 10. Sub 10 is always good to see, especially in races. It's pretty good. I never seen someone just stop there. Usually people do like a fake out to keep their speed. Yeah, like, I usually see what Lev just did. Sloth is making his way through on a pretty nice pace, actually. Lev's on decent pace, too. There's only about it's not that big of a lead. There is a good amount, but there's a really hard skip coming up on Sloth's side called Bloxer Skip. It's pretty difficult. It loses about 20 seconds if you miss. One of the biggest time losses of the run is missing this skip. So we'll see what happens. Sloth not getting it a little bit too early, and not doing sparing. That loses a bit of time. Fighting loses a bit of time over sparing. Lev could take the lead here. We'll see what happens. This is now a very close race. Lev getting it! Lev takes the lead! What a race, dude. This is so close now. Like I said, these runners are like 10 seconds apart. And on speedrun.com, they're 1 second apart. It's insane how close these runners are. This is a very nice race so far, but Sloth is on very low health. If he gets hit once in the overworld, he's dead. He did save, so he still does have a chance, but he'll lose loads of time. And Lev having a little bit of trouble on the thrash machine. And just like that, Sloth takes back the lead. What a race. You know it's a close race if somebody could take the lead from the thrash machine. This is a really good race. And now, because Sloth is safety saving there, Lev takes the lead. But Lev, I believe, will safety save after this forest maze. So after that, Sloth might regain his lead. This is so close. It's anyone's game. Coming up is a second Bloxer skip for Lev. Sloth won't have to do that, so Sloth will regain the lead here. Wow. So the reason Sloth didn't have to do that was because he missed the first one. So he didn't have to go onto the wall. And, yeah, he was just able to run through it and save time over Lev. And now has the lead by, like, 3 seconds. Not even. Like, it's like a second. Yeah, it's a second. So these menus are really gonna cause a big thing in this run. Look at that! Lev took the lead because of faster menuing. Very slight, but does have the lead by a couple frames. And now we really have nothing to talk about here. Just have some cutscenes for a bit. We have Lancer stool position though. I guess I'll talk about what's coming up. So after these cutscenes, we have a semi-auto scroller fight. And then after that, we go into the last section of the game, Card Castle. And there are two pretty difficult encounter skips there. Run Ranger and Head Happy. Head Happy being the hardest in the game. So, if one of these runners get Head Happy and the other doesn't, then that could be a huge difference of this race. And then after that's the king fight, where they're looking to get 10 turn. If they don't, that could also be huge, and the other runner could pull ahead. It's just anyone's game, really. I expected it to be this close. Their PBs are very close, so. Wow. It's not even a second apart. It's like half a second. There's been so many insanely close races throughout this tournament, and this might just be another one. It looks like it is gonna be. We had Lev vs. Ambient, which I stated earlier was 2 frames apart from each other. Ambient winning that. And we also had Cookie Apocalypse versus the Potato, and the Potato pulled off the upset by 0.6 seconds to win against Cookie Apocalypse, the world record holder. So we've had some very close races of this tournament, and it looks like we're about to have another. Here, they're going to be trying to get TP. So if somebody gets better TP than the other, that could make the lead or the I don't know what the word is for it. But that can make it stronger. They can make the race closer, whoever's behind. And maybe even take the lead, who knows? But it looks like Lev did get better TP. And now has a 2-second lead instead of a 0.5 second lead. Lots of runners getting max TP, very nice. Lev doing it a tiny bit better. This is an insane race. So in Run Ranger Skip, there are 2 ways to do it. Faster, there's a faster method and a safer method. The faster method is only 1 second faster, however. But if one person does the safe method and the other does the harder method, you know, it can make a difference in this race because it's very close.
Okay, this is epic.
Lev, only a couple seconds behind his PB, and he said it was epic. I think that was Lev, and Yeah, it's anyone's game. And now we have head hacky skip. This could change the entire game here. This is the hardest trick in the game. No way, Lev getting it! Sloth missing it! Oh man. Lev though, nailing head hacky skip. Looks to get a PB possibly. This is insane. Wow. That was absolutely crazy, dude. Now Lev has a pretty strong lead going into K round 2. You love to see runners get head hacky skip. It's very nice. It's a very hard trick, and to nail it in a race must be so satisfying. Like, I could just imagine that feeling. Wow, yeah, this race is still pretty close. Still anyone's game. And Lev is now officially PB pace. This is insane. So now the king fight. We'll see. There are 2 strats to do. Red Buster and Rude Buster. Red is faster, so if Lev goes for Rude and Sloth goes for Red, Sloth still does have a chance. Okay, Lev is doing Rude Buster. So yeah, Sloth might be able to do it. Oh wait, no, doing Red Buster. Just did it on the second turn. I keep forgetting that you can do that on the second turn. But Lev did miss a couple crits. We'll have to do pretty good throughout the rest of it. Sloth missing a couple crits too. Okay, now Lev, I don't think is going to be able to get 10 turns. We'll see though. What an insane race. Oh no, that's not good on Sloth's side. Rouse is almost down. He's gonna have to be a bit careful. Okay, Lev not doing the greatest on crits and grazing right now. I don't know if Lev will be able to get a 10 turn. Should be able to pull off an 11 turn and finish out this race in the lead. Nah, I think Lev should have had more TP. Yep, it's gonna be an 11 turn for Lev. And it looks like it's also gonna be an 11 turn for Sloth. Very nice, Lev finishing off the fight. Think it's a PB, Lev. Very nice. Can we get some hype in the chat for a new PB? Ooh, Sloth is gonna get a 12 turn. But these runners gonna be getting pretty respectable times. Lev getting a PB. I believe it's a low 27, so that's a very nice time. Sloth gonna be getting a mid 28, I believe. So Lev will be moving on in this tournament as long as he could just make it to the bid. But that unfortunately means Sloth will be eliminated from this tournament. Okay, this actually looks like it's going to be about a mid 27 for Lev. I still think it's going to be PB. A very small one, but I think it is a PB. I could be wrong though. It's really close. I don't know if he PB'd or not. He might not have. It's really close. We'll see. I believe his PB is a 27.41, if I'm correct. It's really close. I don't know. I don't know if Lev got it. We're gonna see in just a second, and Sloth now making it back to the light world. It doesn't look like Lev will be getting a PB. It was really close though. A very respectable time nonetheless. GG. Lev finishing with a 27.47. Very nice time. Only 6 seconds behind PB, which is insanely good for him. It wasn't even a minute difference between these runners. It was a very close race. Especially until head halfie skip. They were seconds apart from each other for a while there. GG's to both runners. 27.47 and 28.34 are both very respectable times. Can we get some GG's for that match? That was a very good match. The difference between these runners was a very close race. Especially. Oh gosh, I hear my voice in the background. Doesn't look like we're gonna get Lev in for an interview. We'll see if we could get Sloth in here. That was a very nice race, though. Alright, looks like we are going to get Sloth in for an interview here. Sloth is not in the server as of right now. We're trying to get him in. Okay, here we go. Now we got Sloth in. It looks like we might get Lev in here too.
Booga booga.
What's up, Sloth?
Hey.
Hey, Lev.
Oh my god, you lucky duck.
Dude,
I know.
that was a great race, man.
I can't believe it.
You lucky duck. Literally, the race was so close, and then you got head happy, and the moment I saw you get that, I was like, I died inside. But you know what? I'm not even that upset, mostly because our race was so close.
That was a really good match, you two.
Oh my
I
god.
practiced head happy skip for like 30 minutes yesterday and 30 minutes today, and it finally paid off.
Like, I've practiced it so many times, and it's always such a roadblock for me, because like, it's always at the end of the run, and it's like, if you don't get it, I've only managed to land it 4 times.
So, Lev, you actually were 6 seconds off of your PB, correct?
I was tied with my PB after I got head happy skip.
Oh
my
man,
god.
That was insane.
And then,
But yeah, that was a great run.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you lost me the PB. But I'm happy, kind of. Sorry, Sloth.
No, it's fine. If anything, I mean, like, for one, I haven't been able to speedrun at all, like, for the past week because my hard drive died and all that, but it's all out of the door now, so, I mean, I'm trying to practice a bit more again. Get a little less rusty.
Yeah, man.
I'm alive.
Are you guys gonna be going for 26?
I'm gonna be trying my hardest, but I mean, hey.
I hope.
Lowest I've been able to get is like 2730x, so.
Yeah.
I want to get a 26, but at the same time, I really don't want to play this game more than I need to.
Yeah.
Same here. It's like, how much dedication am I gonna have to put to get that 26 minutes, man?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with head happy skip being right at the end of the run.
Oh my god, yeah.
And Red Buster King.
Yeah, Red Buster King.
Imagine not being able to land 11 turn king. This post was brought to you by Rousey 30 Damage Gang. God dang it! I guarantee I was like 5 damage off of actually killing him. I should have just waited like a 10 seconds later, but... Either way, good race, good race.
Yeah, it was a nice
I loved
race.
every ounce of it.
Yeah. GG's to you too.
Yeah, GG, Sloth.
Yeah, GG, man. Who knows? Maybe I'll race you again. Maybe I'll be getting 26XX that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna rematch in the next tournament. And you're
Right,
gonna beat
right.
me by a minute.
I'll be the one to get head happy.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
yeah. Lev is gonna be moving to losers round 4, but Sloth is unfortunately gonna be eliminated from the tournament.
It's
Do you
fine.
have anything to say before we send you guys off?
I'm probably gonna go back to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's about it for me. Thank you guys for the interview. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for hosting the tournament.
Yeah,
And
thanks for commentating.
yeah, thank you guys for entering the tournament. That was a very, very exciting race to commentate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll be signing off now.
All right. I guess you guys have a good night or evening. Is it evening at this
You
point?
too.
I mean, it's borderline.
All right, well, I'll see you guys later.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you.